Hey folks, welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're on the mighty Mississippi River in Red Wing, Minnesota. These fish are all in our harbors.
Close to 14 there.
Are you having fun?
I'm having a blast.
Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Yes, folks, a cool, cloudy, and very windy day. I think today is April the 21st, and we're up in Red Wing, Minnesota with our buddy Jeremiah Luhmann. Good to see you, buddy.
It's good to see you again. We didn't get to it last year because of the flood in the spring, but we got you here this year, so it's good to see you guys again.
Now, this month of April and May, and actually the whole summer, you catch a lot of walleyes.
Absolutely. We got a heck of a fishery, and right now we've probably got more walleyes in the system than we had in quite a while, because the last 5 out of 6 years we've had almost record spawn, so we got a lot of fish right now. A lot of big sauger too.
And there's this is famous for world-class saugers.
Absolutely.
Here. But we're going to try a couple different techniques in the next day and a half to see how we can catch these fish.
Yeah, we got the nicest conditions. It's raining right now. We got some wind coming out of the southwest, pretty gusty today, so it's gonna be a test.
Well, we got Wes and Jeff and Ryan the photographer. That to me is a great team.
Absolutely. We're gonna have fun, that's for sure.
Hey folks, we'll show what we're using and how we're using it. All of that coming up right after this.
They say things aren't built like they used to be. Tell that to John Johnson, the craftsman behind Recon boats. He and his small team make each boat by hand, maintaining the highest standards. Every shred of fiberglass, every stitch of upholstery, every latch, hinge, and switch. It's all in the details, which is why the angler is at the forefront of the design philosophy for every Recon boat. Recon boats, made by craftsmen, built for fishermen.
I'll tell you what, folks, I've been a proud user of AMSOIL for many years, and us sportsmen a lot of times not only have a truck, but a boat, an ATV, a snowmobile. And how do you figure out which AMSOIL product to use in each machine?
Yeah, that can be a challenge sometimes, and you know, we make it easy. We've got a lookup guide. You just go to amsoil.com, you put in your vehicle, whatever it may be, whether it's a boat, a wheeler, a truck, a trailer, whatever. You pick out your product, it tells you how much and which product to put in, real simple.
And one thing I want to mention too, AMSOIL does a ton of research before you even put the product on the market. You make sure that it's the best.
That's correct. It's years in the making for a product to launch. There's a ton of research and development to make sure that it's going to protect like it's supposed to.
And folks, to find the AMSOIL you want, go to amsoil.com. Meet Chris McGillis of McGillis Weimer, experienced personal injury lawyers.
You know, they come in and what we do is we want to hear their story. We want to make sure they're okay. We want to give them guidance. A lot of times we call it quarterbacking their case, right? Help them put themselves in a position where they can get the best medical treatment, they're taken care of. What we want to do is make sure that the only thing they have to worry about, John, is getting better, right? And we focus on everything else.
Hey, welcome back, folks. I'll tell you what, the cloud cover has come in and we're going to get some rain, but at least I got a walleye bite here, Jeremiah. That was fun. You can certainly feel that hit. You know that, buddy?
Absolutely, they hit it hard.
I mean, it's fun. What do we got there? That's a beautiful fish, Jeremiah.
Yeah, walleye.
That is a gorgeous walleye. And I'll tell you what, folks, like we talked about, we're just kind of dragging the plastic along, and the bite is really cool. Now, is that an unusually big walleye, Jeremiah?
It's probably about average size. It looks to be about an 18-incher, roughly around there.
That is about average size.
Yeah, we get them a lot bigger and we get them smaller too, so we got a whole variety of year classes.
Yeah, we were talking before that this is April the 21st, and are most of your walleyes done spawning?
Yeah, they're pretty much getting they're to the post-spawn period. We still, the last couple days, have been getting a few decent-sized, pre-spawn fish, but most of them are about done. So.
Hey, that was fun, buddy. No, yeah. I felt that hit. It was a kaboom like that.
Oh, yeah, they thump it.
Now, the way I caught that walleye was dragging what they call a dubuque rig, and you can kind of explain that. You use a big, heavy jig up here.
Yep, so what we do is you got a jig, a swivel, So we call this the dropper, and then what we do, we have a trailer which is about 4 or 5 feet long with, I usually use just a regular
Paddle tail type bait.
yeah, on that. Some people actually use a jig on the back, but I just use a regular hook on the back of here, and it works out great.
Yeah, I really do like this Kalen. This is the tickle tail, paddle tail. And you say when the water's kind of dingy and dark, you want something that gives off a vibration.
Yeah, absolutely. So our water has come up from some rainfall here, and it's pretty dirty. So anything that gives off vibration and it has some type of color to it, it definitely helps.
Hey, look at that. Jeff from Johnson Pump has got one on. Does it feel pretty good, buddy?
Feels good.
White
Looks like
bass.
a good one back there, guys.
White bass.
Oh, white, you know, that is kind of interesting, and if you want to hold that up, I'd appreciate it there,
There you go,
guys. You know, so many guys I know love to eat white bass and love to catch white bass. They put up a pretty good fight. Guys can come up here and do pretty good on those,
Yeah,
huh?
absolutely. Especially the springtime. They're, you know, kind of staging to get ready to do it spawn, so they're coming up in the river just like the walleyes did, and you can get into some pretty good white bass fishing if you know, kind of target them. Absolutely.
Hey, you're hooked up in that rain stop too, huh?
Yeah, I got a
Oh,
sauger
here
here.
it comes, and we got ourselves a sauger.
Yeah, look at the colors on this one. Pretty fish.
That is a spectacular colored fish, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. They get a lot bigger than this, but this is a really nice eating fish. It's probably close to 16 inches.
Well, one thing I should mention, and we touched on earlier, I think this is where you catch the biggest saugers in the world, this stretch of the Mississippi.
We absolutely have giant saugers. I had them this spring, are already 23 inches, you know, 5 pounds. They're special fish, they really are.
And real quick, the difference between a walleye and a sauger.
Yep, so the sauger's got these black bars on them across the dorsal fin, and they don't really have a pronounced white tip, and then they have these blotches. Plus a sauger has scales on its cheeks, and walleyes don't have scales on their cheeks.
Well, I think we finally found the hot spot, folks. We've had 3 or 4 fish on in what, Jeremiah, the last few minutes, right, buddy?
Yeah, sometimes you come through a school of fish here that want to eat, and you take advantage of it.
Ooh, I'll tell you what, they do fight, buddy. Looks like a nice legal, right?
Yeah, I think
There
you
we
can
go.
lift them right in here, John.
Yeah, there we go. That's a good 16, 15, 16 right there, folks.
Yeah, nice fish.
Now,
a great eater.
It is interesting, you know, we showed the rig before. Do you get most of your bites on the heavy jig or the trailer?
It all depends on the day. I know, like today, most of them have been coming on the jigs, but some days you get them on a trailer, or sometimes you even catch them both at the same time.
Now, you're going against the current. What speed are you going?
Oh, you know, it kind of depends on the water temperature, what speed you're going, but right now I'm going probably half mile an hour,
Half mile an hour.
a little bit faster. The colder it is, the slower you go, so.
Look at that. The sun came out and Jeremiah's hooked up. That sun feels good, doesn't it?
Yes, it does, especially
Okay,
after
you
all
need the
that.
net here? Or?
I don't think so.
So, this is a flipper inner guy?
Yep.
Okay.
Mr. White Bass.
Look at the size of that white bass, though, folks.
Yeah, that's a good one there.
I mean, that is a dandy.
yeah, chunker.
And again, you know, the next couple of weeks, folks would actually come and try for these, right?
Yeah, you can. Yep. Like I said, they're staging up here, getting ready to spawn, and they're really coming in good numbers now.
And in the summertime, do you get them on Lake Pepin, too?
You can find them once in a while, not as much as like we used to, but you can still find them from time to time.
All right, Jeremiah. We've lost a couple of fish here, folks. This one looks like a good one, doesn't it?
Yeah, it seems all right. Try to
Okay,
keep
let's
it-
see what we got here. Okay. There we go.
Walleye.
There's a nice walleye right there. I'll tell
Yeah.
you what, you don't catch a lot of small ones, do you?
No, not typically a lot of small ones, but you definitely get a few.
Yeah.
Nice male eater, probably 17 incher.
Now, I think I mentioned earlier, today's like April 21st. What goes on here May, June, and July? You still keep catching them, don't you?
Yeah, so what's happening is they're just kind of finishing up the spawn up here, and then they'll start sliding back down to Lake Pepin, and that's kind of where I spend most of my time in the summers. I grew up down in Lake City, so I love fishing Lake Pepin. Everybody else does the nice view. So starting beginning of May, usually I head down there until the fall. So yeah.
Oh, and I've seen some pictures. You get some big walleyes.
Oh yeah, that's
and
fun.
numbers.
Yeah, yep. And then we get into some of those good big, summertime sauger fishing too. So yeah.
Hey, there we go, our buddy Jeff again. And look what he's got, a teensy sauger. Now, what's interesting though about talking about this is these fish grow exceptionally fast on the Mississippi River. How long does it take for a fish to become a 15-incher?
2 years, it's close to 15 inches. By the time we get to the end of the 3rd year in the fall, they're pushing, 18 inches already. So we've got a lot of, warmer water out here, a lot of forage between the gizzard shad and the river shiners, and they like to eat small sheephead, so they've got a smorgasbord, so they gorge themselves.
Yeah, northern Wisconsin walleye, 5 years. To be 15 and yours are?
A little over 2.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. When you buy any St. Croix fishing rod starting at $100, you get a free $25 Fleet Farm gift card.
Folks, this is really a fun, hands-on way to fish. What Jeremiah is doing is using the Minn Kota to keep us going upstream very slowly. And we're just kind of pumping our rods. And I guess, what is the right way to do this so you keep bottom contact, Jeremiah?
So basically all we're doing is once you're finding bottom, you're just dragging it upstream and then just kind of jigging it along. And usually when it's falling back after you pull it forward, when you drop it back, it's when the fish hit.
But it is important to feel that bottom all the time.
Yeah, you want to keep bottom contact, especially in the river here. There's a lot of current, so these fish are relating real tight to the bottom. They're not up suspended, kind of like a lake situation would be. So finding and staying on bottom is very key.
Hey, Wes, you're what do you got there, buddy? A good one?
Ah, feels nice.
Okay, let's see Wes's fish here. And Wes has got, oh, Wes, come on back here, buddy. You gotta hold up your walleye. Now that's a beautiful fish right there. And again, folks, I'm amazed at the average size of the fish we're catching. And Wes, you gotta tell me, isn't that a fun hit?
It's a great hit. It's a great hit. So
Yeah.
I've been having a hard time today, but finally it's turning on.
No, I'll tell you what, he found this school of fish here, man, and every time we go through, we get bit,
That is a fun hit.
Yeah,
It's a great way to fish.
Yeah, the wind hasn't made it easy, but the sun came out, now the fish are hungry.
We were fishing the Mississippi River in Red Wing, Minnesota, a 4.5-hour drive from Milwaukee, 5.5 hours from Chicago, and 1 hour from Minneapolis.
If you are a spring walleye fisherman, grab some of these. They're an incredible bait. Kalins, rattling google eye, hair jigs. Right there, Ryan. Ooh, that one pounded it. Wow, dude, that is my first cast. Beautiful walleye right there on the hair, man. Perky, lively, smacking hair jigs. Doesn't get much better, does it? Big, fat, chunky spring walleyes.
Out here, it takes a certain type. The type who's always the first one out. The type who knows deep down everyone else is just fishing for second. Enter the Apex Series. See more fish. Seize more victories. Settle for nothing less. With unrivaled clarity, it's the top fish finder for the most demanding type of angler. Only from Hummimbird.
Folks, we fish big water all the time. Lake Erie, Lake Michigan, Lake Superior, and today the Atlantic Ocean. And for my entire career, I've relied on Johnson pumps as a bilge pump. What makes Johnson pumps so reliable?
Yeah, John, so our motto is reliability on board. We've been making pumps for over 50 years, and the last thing you want to think about when you're out on the water like this is your bilge pump, and is it reliable? Do you have extra cartridges? Can you make a change if you were to have a failure? With our new Aqua Void cartridge bilge pump, we've made all that really easy for you.
And Johnson pump, the new model again is called?
Aqua Void.
Hey, Wes! I'll tell you what, he's getting hot, isn't he? What has he got there, Jeremiah?
Oh, he's got another nice keeper walleye.
Oh, good job there, Wes Paul. No, this is a fun way to fish, though, isn't it?
It is. It's a blast.
And
I love that feel.
And the neat thing is, when you come with Jeremiah, he cleans all your fish for you and bags them. And guess what? You don't have to bring anything except something to drink and a fishing license. He's got all the equipment for you.
What a guy.
And that right there is a tasty walleye. And you've eaten them out of here. They're good,
Oh yeah,
aren't they?
they're really good.
Are they good?
Last time Jeremiah flayed them all up for me and they were awesome.
Oh, nice. Hey, Wes, why'd you bring this Jeff along? No, he works with you at Johnson Pump, right?
Yeah. He's quite an angler.
He is quite the angler. All those Johnson Pump guys, man, they know how to fish. Let's see what he's, oh, there's another nice one of those whiteys. Look at that. There you go. Tell you what, if I could convince Jeremiah, I'd fish for those a little bit. They're fun to fight, aren't they?
They are fun.
Yeah.
That was a fun catch.
There we go. Boy, look at the battle on that. I'll tell you what, the hit is, like we said so many times, folks, is a lot of fun. But these fish fight too. And I've always thought, Jeremiah, that river fish fight harder than lake fish. Would you agree?
I do, yeah. Yep, they get in that current and they pull pretty hard.
Okay, here he comes.
All right, let's see if I can get back here and get him for you.
Another nice legal eater right there.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
Not bad fish. That's probably right at that 15-inch mark. Yeah, nice, pretty clean
funny
fish.
What you were saying before, when that barge goes by, that can actually affect the fishing on this side of the river too?
Yeah, they displace so much water because they draft so far, you know, they just, it changes the current. You can actually feel it in the boat or the trolling motor. It'll pull you upstream and then it'll push you back down. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, they move that much water.
They do a lot, yeah.
Look at that. Old Red Hot Jeff back there in the back of the boat. He's having a blast and he's not missing them. You know, we've missed a lot of fish, haven't we, Jeff?
We have. We missed a lot.
Yeah, well, don't miss this one. Pressure is on you.
Pressure's on.
Ooh, there
Easy.
we go.
Easy.
There's another beautiful eating walleye right there.
Yeah.
And you know, a lot of folks wonder about the eating quality of the walleyes on the Mississippi. I have had them plenty of times, and Jeremiah, they are absolutely delicious, aren't they?
Yeah, you know, part of our fish growing really fast is they, you know, they're young fish, so they're actually really good eating.
Yeah. And that's a perfect
Yeah, that's
size
probably
right
close to 18-inch fish. Very nice.
Are you having fun today, buddy?
I'm having fun.
Okay.
It's a fun night.
Yeah. Folks, taking a break in the fishing, I want to mention that I am so proud and happy to be back with Recon boats. And if you're not familiar with Recon, they're built in Iola, Wisconsin, and they're built, like they say, one at a time. John Johnson is a master boat builder, and every boat that leaves his place, he checks out, and it's got to be perfect or it ain't going out the door. And I'm in a 2185 this year, John, but I think some of the real exciting news for the folks, you have some really cool tiller models now, right?
Yep, we have the 18.5 and the 20-foot tiller. Been a very exciting build for me, and I think the layout, the whole platform is just, it was a big win for us. So.
Well, that 20-foot tiller, man, it's like in the bowling alley. There's so much room in there, and the storage is wonderful, and you're really pretty proud of the tillers.
Yep. It's a fun platform to fish on.
And what do we have now? We have the 2185, the runabout that I have, and what's the other one?
We have the 985 in the counseled version, the 895 in a counsel and full windshield, and then the 18-foot tiller and a 20-foot tiller.
And what I love about Recon is, again, the fact that you're built in Wisconsin. I mean, that's a big factor for a guy that wants to buy a boat.
Yeah, and we're selling somewhat just in the Midwest, so if there are issues or you need advice, we're right there. You don't have to ship it halfway across the country. So.
And I fish Lake Erie, Lake Superior, Lake Michigan, Leech Lake, some of the bigger lakes in the Midwest, and I'll tell you what, the ride in here is fantastic. I mean, the way you design the hull is close to perfection. But I want to mention the new flooring we got this year. This is cool stuff.
Yeah, in only the 2185 yet. We went full fiberglass lids and full aqua traction option. We took all the carpet out of the boat inside the storage areas. There's not a stitch of carpet in. Everything is vinyl lined. Easy cleanup, easy take care of. And we put wash down systems in too, so you can hose the inside of the boat down, so it's less time cleaning, more time fishing.
That's awesome. And if folks want more information on Recon boats, where can they go?
Reconboats.com.
Reconboats.com.
Check it.
Say it one more time. Reconboats.com. Hey, what do you got there, buddy?
Hey, just a nice hit.
I'm wondering if that's going to be another whitey or a walleye.
Looks like a walleye.
All right, Wes, I'll tell you what, that Wes Paul from Johnson Pump is quite the angler.
It's actually a sauger.
A sauger? Is it illegal?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Probably about close to a 16-incher there.
Hey, Wes, tell the folks, you were out with Jeremiah last year. You actually got a sauger mounted?
Yeah, 5-pounder.
A 5-pound sauger?
5-pound sauger.
Right here.
Right here.
Hey, now me in the back of the boat here, folks. I'll tell you what, look at that rod bending, man. This feels like a pretty nice fish, but they all fight so well in this current, folks. You never know. Okay, I think I can I'll tell you what, look at how that walleye ate that bait. I mean, you cannot even see it. And that's a nice 16-incher right there. All right, that's 2 seconds after I caught the last one.
Yeah, you just got one, and as we were talking here, I just got a bite, so I don't know that it's real big, but it's another one.
It's another legal though, buddy.
Yeah, another walleye here.
And again, I want to mention to the folks at home that the nicest thing is, man, when I go fishing with you, you clean and bag the fish. It's just a wonderful service that you have.
Yeah, I try to do everything, you know, for my customers. At the end of the day, you know, not everybody knows how to fillet fish, so I clean them up and I make sure there are no bones, and, you know, it's kind of the finish of the trip, you know, to take a good meal home.
Folks, it literally is every minute somebody's got one on. Here he comes. Whoa. There we go. Look at that walleye there, folks. I'll tell you what, that is a beauty. And guess what, folks? It's time now to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2024 Fishing Contest.
This week's first winner is Reverend David Urgis of West Bend, Wisconsin, caught this 15-inch crappie on Big Cedar Lake using a spike. Paul Anderson of Wheaton, Illinois, caught this 43-inch northern pike on Eagle Lake using dead bait. Alyssa Allen of Savage, Minnesota, caught this 78-inch sturgeon on a rip and wrap on the bay while jigging for walleye. Mike Zimmer of Spring Valley, Minnesota, caught this 29-inch walleye on the Fox River using a hair jig. And this week's first kid winner is Landon Hiller of Johnsburg, Illinois, caught this 27-inch walleye on his first trip to Lake Erie using a crankbait. And Zyler Hottenstein of Wild Rose, Wisconsin, caught this 36-inch, 12-pound northern pike on Lake Poygan using smelt. Each week, I shop online at fleetfarm.com to check out the latest deals. This week, the Berkeley 3-pack Flicker Shad is on sale for $10.99. The Flicker Minnow on sale for $12.99. And the Kaelin's Google Eye Hair Jigs are on sale 2 for $9.
The Quickset screen shelters are perfect for campers and outdoor enthusiasts looking for additional space and comfort. With a fast and easy setup in less than 60 seconds with no additional poles or assembly required, you will be able to enjoy the outdoors faster. Quickset screen tents feature no CM mesh, so you can be bug-free in the comfort of your screen tent late into the evening. The Quickset screen tents are available in a wide range of models, so there's a perfect one for everyone. Quickset by Clam.
It is amazing how these fish are stacked up. And what are we fishing here?
It's kind of just a top of a flat.
Ooh, I got one too.
All right, double.
You get yours in there, buddy.
Yeah, this one feels like an all right one.
Yeah, okay, let's get his in here.
I got mine.
You got yours. Okay, mine is still hooked here.
I'm going to come under you, John.
We got a Chinese fire drill going on.
Yes, we do.
And here is mine.
All right.
And I think, well, mine looks pretty close to legal, right?
Yeah, it's not too far off there.
Now, yours is nice.
Yeah.
And I want to mention to the folks, we get into June and July, you get a lot of trophy walleyes on Lake Pepin, don't you?
Yeah, there's a lot of big fish out there. You know, like last week, just before they were in the spawn here, we caught a lot of nice ones, and now they're kind of finishing up the spawn, and then now they're starting to eat, but we haven't run into none yet today, but we might.
All right. You moved a little deeper water, huh? And that one hit pretty good. All right. Not as big as I thought. It's that current. You know that, Jeremiah? That makes it, well, that's a beautiful walleye anywhere you go, though, folks.
Yeah, that current definitely makes them feel a lot bigger than what they seem to be, but yeah, that's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, and we're going to be real close to our limit, buddy.
Absolutely, the live well's getting full.
All right, Jeff from Johnson Pump now. Feel pretty good, Jeff?
Feels good.
All
Feels
right,
like a good
buddy.
fish.
All right, let's see if we got a bigger one. That is a beautiful walleye right there. Is that a sauger? That is a walleye. Hey, I really would seriously want to mention one thing, Jeff. Last night, Ryan, the photographer, got really ill, and you know, he's been with us for 18 years and has never called in sick. You actually had to take him to the hospital, huh?
I did. I took him to the emergency room.
And he had a pancreatic attack and was in terrible pain?
He did. He was hunched over. He couldn't move. He was in so much pain. I was really worried for him.
Yeah, and they gave him an IV, and I'll tell you what, dedication, he was up before all of us this morning checking on the batteries and everything.
That's dedication.
Way to go, Ryan!
Nice job, Ryan.
That guy's a trooper. He's a tough one.
Way to go, Ryan! Woo! Folks, one thing I love about Johnsonville is they have the best brats in the world, but they're not just satisfied with that. They make some really cool special flavors, like this one we're going to have today. This is a fresh Johnsonville brat with the infuse it with Leinenkugel's Summer Shandy beer. And all you got to do, folks, is cook them 15 minutes on the grill. And what a combination. Now, I've got some really important taste testers here.
Wow, I can really taste that Summer Shandy and that Johnsonville sausage. It's amazing.
What a great combination. Huh? What do you guys think?
Yay, Johnsonville.
I agree. Hey, folks, look for Summer Shandy fresh Johnsonville brats at your favorite retailer today. Right after your white bass, and the white bass hang right around with the walleyes. Let's hope this is a walleye. Here he comes, and you need the net?
I might. Haven't seen it yet.
We need the net here, Wes. We need the net, buddy.
I'll just swing this one.
Can you?
Yep.
Beautiful walleye, buddy.
Yeah.
That is cool.
Nice fish. They're really fighting that current, you know. That's only about a 17-inch fish, but it felt like about 20.
And you know what's cool, buddy? We're all going to limit out here if we were keeping fish, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Yesterday was a little tougher. Today, you know, we got a little more sunshine, and you know, they're biting a little bit better. So yeah, it's if we were all wanting to keep our fish today, we definitely could have them.
Jeremiah Luhmann guides the Mississippi River on a daily basis. For more information, give Jeremiah a call. That phone number is 651-380-7278. Pete, I'm getting too old for this.
So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
There's never been a better time to get a new R-Max than right now during the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. Take advantage of our amazing deals on the entire Wolverine R-Max family of side-by-sides during the Yamaha Get Out and Ride sales event. You can now get as low as 3.99 APR for 84 months or up to $3,500 customer cash on your new Wolverine R-Max.
Hey folks, Jeremiah Luhmann has openings in the next couple of months. Get over here and give this a try. It's a lot of fun. And when you come over here, you can use either a Wisconsin or a Minnesota license. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. Don't know where we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.